Sub-Zero Mythologies. I heard that game was poopy.
All right, Sub-Zero Mythology.
No,
Yeah, he said it. He said
no,
it.
do not, dude, do not.
Dan picks it up, looks at it on the shelf, shakes his head, puts it back
I
down.
Welcome to the Cable Club. We're a retro video gaming podcast where three guys do a fantasy draft. And this is episode number 51. We're your hosts. I'm Steve.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Don.
And today we're doing a draft of PlayStation games. If you're as confused as me and Dan are, Don is going to explain. So get ready to upload data from us to you. But first, I'm handing it off to Don.
I'm an honorary sometimes editor, and I'm an honorary sometimes mood setter now.
Oh, nice. Andy's been editing too. He just does it all.
One-man army. So it's Friday night. You just ended the semester, and now it's Christmas break. And you got a great progress report. Your parents are so happy with you. The butterflies in your stomach have subsided, and your parents are taking you to the video store, Blockbuster, movie gallery, whatever it is that you actually remember. You walk into that place and you beeline for the game shelves. You don't care about the movies, not at all. Those 5-day rentals, you can take care of that later. What you care about is blowing some money on renting some games. You look at the shelves, they're organized in no particular order. There's some games you want, but there's none of those little cards behind it that let you take it to the desk, so they're all rented, and they're outside the store. But you look and you browse at the assorted selection, and you prepare yourself for the weekend of your life. Mom taking you there looks at you and says, you can rent not one, not two, not three. You can rent 6 games over this holiday season. And that is where we are today, renting 6 games for our holiday season in a retro game draft. So, for Dan and Steve, and for those of you listening, I'll get into how to play this after I kick it off to Dan for question of the week.
All right. So, question of the week is, if save scumming in real life existed, what would you use it for? That is, you could save your game, that would be your life, and go back to the moment you save to retry or repeat events. Very interesting question.
I think the first thing that comes to mind for me is berating people that are in a position of power over me. So, like, just get in a verbal argument, say all the nasty things you ever wanted to say to your boss or whatever, but you save beforehand, so you just let them light you up, and then you just reset. And if you're so inclined, you light them up a second time and go at it again.
Yeah,
See,
it might even work in your favor. You might even not even have to reload.
See, this could get really dark really quick, right? So, like, you could save scum and kidnap somebody that has valuable information and torture it out of them, and then come back and you're not even, like, in trouble anymore, but you still have the information.
Steve's feeling that Silent Hill 2 vibe.
Well, it's just like you could do so much with this question.
You know what I would do? And this might be a little weak, but like for me it wouldn't be, is saving it in a spot that I know is a good part in my time. Like I remember like me and you, Steve, when we were all like playing Final Fantasy 11 and like we're all having a good time. I would have put a save right there. In my early 20s, I had such a blast with you guys that I would easily do it over again.
Oh yeah, you got to drop a save like every 3 years.
Yeah,
right? like when I thought my kid was gonna walk for the first time, that definitely would have been a drop a save right there.
How many saves can we have? Unlimited?
I'm gonna say 3 slots.
3. Oh, that makes it a little harder.
Yeah. So but you can overwrite them. So if you're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I,
I'm
I
done with that part
I
of my
feel like
life.
I feel like your kids are gonna like swallow them all up though. You know what I mean? Like they do this and they do that and they do this.
I mean, it can't just be
So
like a forever reset power. I think.
Yeah.
so can we use them to like get Powerball numbers? Like what is the
I don't see
what?
why not. I mean, I feel like that's really low hanging fruit, right? Like we're all gonna get rich doing this. But wait,
Yeah.
if you reset though, so if you save and you hit Powerball, you can't go back to that previous save because all external effects are reset. So if you win Powerball, you're done with that save. You have to be willing to overwrite
Well,
it after that.
Powerball would have to be the first in the chronologic order of your saves then.
Yeah, yeah, and hopefully it doesn't occur too late before you get this power that you wanted to
Or you could just go
start the
back
save.
to it and you could Powerball. If you set one back earlier, like if you set one back a week before Powerball and one at Powerball or whatever, you could. You don't even have to set one at Powerball. If you set one a week before Powerball, after Powerball, you could go back and then just write down the numbers, and then when the Powerball comes, you could do it.
Well, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
that hard to like research things like sports betting if you
Yeah.
set one for
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
for your
You
20s.
you
You
you would
know, you
get
go
you would
back to
get
your 20s and you start hitting
you
it.
would get rich pretty easily. But the thing is, it's like, time is more valuable than money. So like,
so you want
that's what
them earlier in your life.
I'm thinking is if I go as far back as like when I was 7 years old, like playing like Mario 64 for the first time, and just, God,
Imagine how good you'd be
it
Well,
at
would.
Smash.
for you, it would not be the first time though. You would have already. So mentally, you stay the same. You went through that save, right?
Oh, that is true.
But
But like,
anything you did externally, like you couldn't work out a million times on the same day, save resetting because you'd get no gains, basically,
right.
right?
But like, I definitely would do like nostalgia stuff. Like, definitely like early 20s. Like that would definitely be one. Probably one for my kid too. And then I don't know, that third one could probably just go wherever I would want it at the time.
My first one would be now because I need a way to get back to the time that I'm at,
Yeah,
and
you got
then
to be able to load up. Yeah,
yeah,
but
and
wait,
then
it's the time you're at with all the decisions you've made thus far, though. So you might just want to literally change something about life now. So if you went and won Powerball back in your 20s, but you loaded back up in this save, you don't have the Powerball win anymore.
I understand, but there's something to be said for the importance of the life that I made with all of the choices being permanent,
That's fair.
and just like this is hard work, like your life is hard work. If you went back in time and save scummed for millions and millions of dollars, that life isn't going to it's not going to mean as much because you didn't quite earn it. So having this like neutral where you this position in which you worked really hard to get, and everything is the way that it's supposed to be, I think that has to be one of them for me. Then I would have one for when I was a child and one for probably after my second child or during the birth of my second child, so that I could have both of my kids. You know what I mean? So that's those are probably like the three main ones that I would have.
Right. Yeah, I think this question kind of like went crazy in Discord too.
It's because it's deep. So those are our answers, I guess. I feel like we could have had the whole episode on this, but
I know. Hey, we could have kept going.
what did our Discord say, Dan?
So we'll start with Happiny. He said, "Who wants to be a millionaire? Heavy sports betting as well." I mean, yeah, I think that's going to be a staple for a lot of people. Is just making that moolah.
Spoiler: this is
Yeah.
not the last time you're going to hear that.
Yeah, John Jordan, same thing. Said sports betting's for sure. Then I'm never working another day in my life. Who wants to work? Lo Baka. I would definitely have used it to fix when I let myself lose my cool on a game show and rushed myself. Had a solid chance of 9K if I stayed calm and thought things through better. Was he on a show?
I think he's talking
Sounds
about
like
a
it.
very specific example.
JMO. I think the big question here is if the numbers would be the same or not. I would contend that they would be random draw every time. A lottery would be difficult, but roulette would work well if the betting on a color. Hux. One use for save scumming would be to extend those precious few hours of free time. I imagine any progress in a game I play would be lost, but I could watch one episode of a show, reload, save state, watch episode 2, reload, watch 3, reload, etc. Turn 1 hour into a whole season of TV. Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, you could play a game and just ignore everyone and all the responsibilities around you because you're just going to save scum back to what it is you want to do. So you just sit on your backside and playing it for a whole week, ignoring your relatives and wife yelling at you to do things.
It's
And
like
as long as
that
you can
Adam
endure
Sandler
that,
movie Click.
The game's not even out yet, and it's like, yeah, I've already beat it. Yeah, and then he also had an answer saying, plus gambling, save, buy a ticket the morning before a big jackpot, check the jackpot the next day, reload, go back to select the winning numbers, easy money. Yeah, I mean, money's going to be huge. And then Mythical, I think that's Brad. I like the angle JMO is going. I'd save state online multiplayer games. I wouldn't even have a KD because I'd never have a death. Go and sweep every tournament. Might as well have some fun with it after winning the lottery/bets, of course. The most important save state to make and never erases the day that you got the ability, because when everything inevitably goes wrong, you can revert back to the beginning of it all. Imagine soft locking yourself in real life. Sounds like a Black Mirror episode. That's a very good point. Yeah, like literally when you get the ability to like save scum, you just have one permanently before, when you can start actually doing it. So like he said, because if you do mess up, you could actually soft lock. Imagine if you had all your saves like on like the one kind of like in the same spot, like 10 minutes of each other because you just like spamming them. That
or
sounds
you
like a
accidentally
bad day.
delete one that's really crucial to you.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
It's better to just not have known, basically.
Yeah. Those are a lot of great answers, though.
It's better to love and have lost than to never have loved at all.
It's better to have saved and lost and... No, actually it's not. I'd rather just not play. All right, well, thank you all for chiming in on that. It was quite the mind exercise. So you guys ready to get into this draft?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this is all about.
All right, let's do it. All right, so retro game draft. Steve, you're familiar with Magic Draft, right?
No.
He's not. He's never played Magic in his life.
Fair enough. You're making me explain it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we have a random assortment of games, as you would have on the video store rental shelf. And they're in no particular order, as they wouldn't be on the video store rental shelf. And what we're going to do is we're going to take turns over 6 rounds and pick a game each. So just go in a circle. We'll find some fair manner of determining who goes first. Basically, that'll give us a chance and use what we know about each other to try to steal each other's games, too. And at the end, we will have a... I'm actually going to bring up the visual now. At the end, we will have a list of the games that we all picked. And what we're going to do is send that list pretty much everywhere we can get to. Our Discord, our Facebook, in the link of this episode... a survey that will let you all, our audience, vote on who has the best list and
this is gonna be fun.
Whose list you would spend your Christmas vacation with. And the console we're picking is the PlayStation 1 because, believe it or not, I think on our show, statistically, we have played the most PlayStation 1 games out of all the consoles that we cover. And also has a massive library, a really good, massive, deep library.
Yeah, it's huge.
So, guys, I have before you 72 games for us to pick from.
Ooh, boy.
So, what I'd like to see is us pick something and give a little bit of rationale as to why we're picking it, even if it's just because I knew Dan wanted to pick this, so I'm picking it. But yeah, so it's entirely up to you. If you want to, there's several Final Fantasy titles here. If you want to do 6 Final Fantasy games, you can try that strategy. But I don't know that everyone in the audience is going to agree with you. It might be better to diversify, maybe pick a fighting game, a racing game, that kind of strategy. But the choice is completely yours. How are we going to determine who goes first?
I wonder.
Picker wheel, maybe.
Here's our picker wheel. All right, let's
I'm
see.
the poopy green.
Come on. Big money, no whammy.
Terrible theme.
No, do-over. Mulligan.
That's Steve. Steve jaunts happily over to the video game aisle of the rental store.
I pushed Dan out of the way. I pushed Don out of the way
first.
Damn it.
I think I know what game Dan is worried about Steve picking up, and I'm just wondering if Steve is mean enough to pick
I don't
it.
know if I'm gonna pick games that you guys want to pick. There's games on here I want to pick for myself, dude.
Yeah, like Mega Man X6.
I ain't picking 6. Come on,
He's like Mega Man Legends 2.
maybe.
Yeah, that's the
So-
that's the hate pick I'm putting Steve on here.
No, I'm not hate picking. I'm picking one of my favorite games of all time.
He's gonna hate pick because it's gonna be a game that I'm gonna want on mine too.
Listen, you don't hate draft on the first pick. That's silly.
Well, let's see. Well, it depends on what you pick.
No, I'm picking Final Fantasy 9.
Okay, good. You can have that.
Good.
Final Fantasy 9 for Steve. Big surprise.
It's like the greatest game on the system. So,
I think it's Dan up next, right? Because you're usually next to Steve up at the top.
Let me see. Since when was Diablo a PlayStation game? That's wild to me. I thought Blizzard was PC only.
There's a reason it's left on the video store.
That's
shelf.
interesting. All right. So there's a game I'm eyeing right now that I just really love. I think it's gonna be Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Why are you
See
picking
how-
that one, Dan?
I love that game. That game's so good.
Yeah, it's still good this year. I think I'd still rip the PlayStation version, even though it has load screens. I don't even think I'd mind. Right, so my first pick, I think, is a little bit of a meta pick and not as true to me, but I'm going to go in direct competition with Steve, and I'm going to pick Final Fantasy VII. This is more of a test of
Ooh.
our audience than it is
That's a
which
good
game I think is better.
That's a good pick to have.
Playing a win here.
I'm gonna try and play to win too, but with a dash of, with Dan's opinion in it.
yeah. Well, I don't know if any of you guys are going to beat me. So, my next pick is going to be, I think it's going to be Tony Hawk 2.
Well, that's
Tony
cheap.
Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
He's picking that because he knows he's gonna get his brother's vote now. Cheap.
What do you mean cheap?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I feel like Steve has a pretty good balance right now. He's got
Yeah, he does.
Final
He does.
Fantasy 9 really long form game, and if he gets sick of doing that or gets stuck, just snap over to THPS 2.
Sub-Zero Mythologies. I heard that game was poopy.
All right, Sub-Zero Mythology.
No,
Yeah, he said it. He said
no,
it.
do not, dude, do not.
Dan picks it up, looks at it on the shelf, shakes his head, puts it back down.
I think I'm gonna go with Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2. I just want to point out Silent Hill's on here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wait,
I'm
you
not-
were the dissenting opinion.
Yeah, I really
That's
love
right.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil, I love that universe.
So, as is movie rental tradition, I'm going to pick a game I've never played before that I've always kind of wanted to play. So I'm going to pick Metal Gear Solid.
Dun, 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 dun.
I like the idea of like certain bosses, like Psycho Mantis, reading your controller inputs and having that like trippy early gameplay. I want to see how that's involved.
He was such a unique boss. He could actually read off of because it was all voice acted. He could read off what was on your memory card, and he would be like, so I heard you like playing Mega Man Legends." Like, no joke, dude.
I mean, look at this library. And if you think about the N64 competing with this, there were 5 RPGs on that system released in North America, at least in the traditional sense of the word. If you ask somebody else, they would classify Zelda as an RPG, and I'd say
your
that's
character progresses.
not true. Yeah, it's something else. But like the library of the PlayStation 1 is so impressive. That was something I found out doing this exercise.
Yeah.
So should we do the same order every time, or do you think we should spin the picker wheel again to give somebody a potential at double?
Oh boy,
We get spicy.
let's do it.
All right, spicy.
You get extra spicy. Come on, big money, no baby. Oh, it's me. No.
Mustard. Mustard.
Yes. Okay.
All right, Dan.
All right. Let me see here. Do I want to pick a Mega Man game? I think I do. I think I'm gonna pick Mega Man Legends.
The first one, huh?
I think people prefer that one over the second one.
I
So
just think
I think
not many people have played the second.
I think that's what it is.
All
Yeah.
right, so I am going to go ahead and grab Klonoa because I know one person in particular who's going to vote me if I pick Klonoa. So,
Oh, those meta strats.
and I've never played Klonoa either, but it is a game that it's on the list.
All right,
Okay.
Steve.
I'm going to go with.
Starting to get tough.
I think I'm gonna take Street Fighter Alpha 3.
This is a stupid dope
Street Fighter
mix.
Alpha 3, I like it. Got some 2-player action going on.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
All right, it brings us to 3 games each. I've got Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, and Klonoa. Dan's got Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Resident Evil 2, Mega Man Legends, and Dan's got Final Fantasy IX, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and Street Fighter Alpha 3. We're going to spin the picker wheel again for round 4.
Oh yeah, dude. Give them to me.
Man, it's like a magnet, dude.
Yeah, give them to me. So I don't have an RPG up there yet, and I'm conflicted. I want to pick Final Fantasy Tactics, but I'm also eyeing Suikoden 2, but I don't think that's really well known, but I know 2 people in the Discord who really love this game. So I think I'm going to go with Suikoden 2.
Suikoden 2. All right, that puts me up next again. So I am going to pick a game that I think diversifies mine a little bit even more. I think I have a pretty good diverse lineup, but I'm going to pick Parappa the Rappa.
Wow, you're going for like these
It's like a
random
rhythm game. Well, the way I figure it is, right? Final Fantasy VII is my long, like I'm going to spend the whole Christmas vacation playing it. But when I don't feel like playing that, I want other games that I can tag out of and go play and not feel like I'm super committed, right? So, for us ADHD folk out there, my picks are kind of letting the imagination fly.
For me, next up is probably going to be. So the point of this is, who would you want to go hang out with?
Yeah, like which set of games would you be like, yeah, I also would spend my Christmas vacation with that? Or sure, it could be who you would go hang out with. Yeah.
Well, that would put a bigger emphasis on multiplayer games.
Well, that
so
too.
Maybe not.
I think it's like what list seems like the most appealing to play if you had these 6 games too.
I mean, we all bonded over playing single-player games and watching each other play single-player games, so I don't know that multiplayer necessarily is the end-all, be-all of this. Something to be said for passing the controller back and forth.
I'm gonna pick Spyro the Dragon.
The first one?
Yes. It's the best one.
Maybe.
Not bad, not bad.
No, it is. It's not overly complicated like the other ones are. It's just good old classic platforming 3D.
Spinning the wheel again.
Oh my god. Oh, Don. Just
Steve
barely.
got robbed.
That's
yeah,
right.
baby. Right. So I was thinking the same thing. I need some kind of 3D platformer action in there, so I'm going to pick Crash Bandicoot Warped. Boy, as soon as I find it, I think he's in here.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
It's top. It's the second row down, all the way to the right, in between Dino Crisis and
There
Diablo.
it is. Crash Bandicoot Warped. They did a good job with the stages. They do a good job listing all the collectibles. Like you can go collect the extra crystals, the white crystals, collect all the crates. They do a good job at listing that out for you. And there's secret worlds you can get to. A lot of stuff going on there. Really good game.
All right.
It is.
I think
It's my turn now.
Oh,
It is
yeah, that's right.
turn
Oh,
now.
sorry.
Yeah, sit down.
Steve pushes this kid Dan away from the rental shelf for the second
Go on,
time.
go on. I want to pick my game.
I'm taking Tactics.
You taking tactics? Steve's in it for the long haul. He's going to wear a diaper over this Christmas vacation.
What? I got 2 RPGs. What are you talking about?
It's that
You
you're
put
not
like
going to
20 of them on
leave
here.
the game console the whole time. You're just gonna not use the bathroom and crap your...
It's my break, and I'll do what I want with it. I got on a roll.
All right, Dan, bringing up the rear.
Oh, okay, there it is. I was like, I could have sworn I saw it. This pick I think is a little bit out there, but it was super fun.
Vigilante
Multiplayer
8.
game. Close, very close.
TM2.
Twisted Metal 2.
I wanted that one. That's going to be my last pick.
Nope. I yoinked it.
Because then now I can't pick CTR because I don't have 2
Well, you
crap.
can pick Vigilante. It's okay. You can go with that.
No thanks. Crap. All right. So round 6, picking up our 6th game.
Got him.
Poor Steve.
You got the first one. That's
He
good
did.
enough.
Technically, he got the first 2. So
So I think for this last pick, I think it's going to be more of a me pick. I think I'm going to go with Mega Man X4 because I people love that game. I know I'm gonna have two Mega Man games, but this Mega Man Legends and the X series are really different from each other. So
Right. So I wanted a car type of a game. I was thinking of multiplayer, but I'm not going to pick CTR now. I'm certainly not going to pick Vigilante 8 or Vigilante 8 Second Offense. But I think I'm going to go with a fighting game instead. I'm looking for Bloody Roar is the one where your fighters turn into the animals. I thought that was so cool as a kid.
but yeah,
They have
and you
like
destroy you destroy buildings and whatnot. Is that what the game I'm
No,
trying
that's
to think of?
Rampage.
No, you're thinking of Rampage. So this is like literally a one-on-one fighter, and you fight as normal people, but you can transform into like your animal form, and you're all like different were animals. Like there's a werewolf, there's a were badger, were mole, were rabbit. Like they're all like werewolfy type creatures.
Oh, I got you.
Lycans.
I
That's the
see.
word I'm looking for.
They had a similar game like that too. What was it called? Like Primal Rage or something? That was a fighter where we were like dinosaurs and
Yeah, and like big gorilla guy and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And I get the last final pick.
You do.
Crash Team Racing.
Crash Team Racing for Steve.
Unless we want to
my
keep.
list is so good.
Unless we want to keep going, what do you think? You think
All right,
6
guys.
is good?
So here's the story, right? So we get to the checkout counter. Mom's feeling like she's in a good mood. She found a good movie to watch. She says, "Go back and rent one more game each."
All right.
So we'll spin the wheel one more time and get a seventh game in there.
Sounds good, Mom.
And it's moi first. All right. I do not have a Mega Man game yet, and I'm going to pick my favorite Mega Man classic game, which is actually Mega Man 8 for the PlayStation 1. That is my favorite of the classic series.
That's good. You got to have a Mega Man game in there.
Yep. I'm gonna take Mega Man Legends 2.
Mega Man Legends 2 for Steve.
I've never played it, and I would play it if I had the opportunity.
I own it. We need to get together and we need to beat it.
I'm actually torn what to pick for last year.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. You might be able to pull one person's vote in particular that I'm trying to pull.
I think ultimately, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Mortal Kombat Trilogy because I played a lot of that when I was a kid and I had a lot of fun with it.
That's a fair fighting game for this. Supposedly, it's one of the best as far as those older games go.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat Trilogy for Dan. All right. So we got our 7 CDs each. Try not to drop them. We're getting to the counter. One last surprise, guys. So before we get to our final surprise, what I do want to talk a little bit about, because we have 7 games, first we can kind of list them off. But I do want to talk about the games that we didn't pick, because this is a big list. Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about the PlayStation 1 library that, I think just continues to blow me away. Like, I didn't pick any of the Digimon games, even though I like Digimon. They're maybe not even great games, but like Digital Card Battle, I think is lit, and it's probably the best card game on the PlayStation 1. And that's probably a shallow pool of games, but I legitimately think it's a great card game.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's things I definitely would have picked if I had, more games that I could pick. Like Tomb Raider, for example.
Yeah, we didn't even touch Tomb Raider.
Like Tomb Raider, that's such a good game. I really love that. Legend of Dragoon was one of my favorite RPGs on, the PlayStation era.
Tell me you guys remembered Medieval.
I remember it, but I've never really played them.
Yeah, I know about them, but never got the chance to rent it or anything.
I've played it on one of those like demo discs where it had like 15 games on one disc. That's where I've played Medieval.
This library just has everything. They've got shmups.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to pick Raiden, but I just don't. I don't know. I'm trying to also appeal to the people for the vote. So, and Raiden's not an extremely high known IP. So,
well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you guys each a swap if there's something you are looking at now that you'd rather swap.
I actually don't even know. I kind of like my list. I don't think I would pick anything than what I've got now. I'm confident on what I've picked.
I'm trying to decide if I want that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 because I know how powerful that pull is.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a little bit of a counterplay. It's definitely an inferior game, but it could be counterplay.
Well, you guys
I think there should be finality in what we've picked already, honestly. If we're allowed to go back and swap things and do all that,
One
like
time,
hindsight's,
one swap.
I'm not swapping.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm locking mine in.
Yeah.
Final answer. I'm just not sure about this Metal Gear Solid thing.
Oh, well, you
Oh,
picked it.
yeah, too late.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to swap and you want
fair
to. I
enough.
don't think so, buddy.
Fair enough. All right. So we
Your
will
mom
keep the
said, "Let's
game.
go. I want to watch my movie."
But the last surprise is that you get there and you know these movie stores they're trying to imitate the feeling of going to the actual theater. So what do they have up at the register? They have got snacks.
Ooh, snacky poos.
So your mom says grab a snack and a drink for tonight. And these are our
Okay.
choices.
All right. So
Dr.
how
Pepper's on there twice. You're just going to have to ignore that.
how about if one person picks a snack, that's like off limits?
That's it. Yep.
Oh, you better not
So
swipe my drink.
we're shoving each other. Here we go.
My diet, Dr. Dope.
That's what I was thinking. You didn't order a drink.
Oh, that's me. So we're picking snacks first. Okay.
Okay.
So from snacks, we have Mike and Ike's. We have Haribo gummy bears. We have bottle caps. Anybody remember those candies?
Yeah.
We have hot tamales. And we have Reese's Pieces for snacks. And I am definitely picking those hot tamales. I love those things.
You mother.
I didn't know the candy was going to get us more worked up than the games.
I'm next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Okay. I can't be mad.
Well, yeah, because, dude,
I feel like they're wicked low tier anyway, Dan. It's okay.
Well,
what
I
does it
mean,
matter with you?
Reese's Pieces are pretty good.
Well, they are good.
Yeah, they are.
I'd be 100% okay with that. So I'm going with that.
I would almost take the bottle caps over the gummy
Dude,
bears.
gummies are their own tier of thing. Like, there's nothing that replicates gummies except gummies.
Yeah, but gummy bears has that weird like hardness to them. Like they're soft, but they're not. It's kind of like biting into like meats in you. I don't know. It's just not. It's just not for me. All right. There are snacks locked in.
I don't
Pick
think you
a
guys will
wheel.
pick my soda, but we'll
Heading over
see.
to the drink cooler.
I think. Oh no!
Nobody's gonna pick Dan's soda apparently. Dan's picking first.
You guys will be happy. I don't think you'll pick this. I'm just gonna go OG because I just love it. Coca-Cola. It's my favorite soda ever. Like,
Yeah,
can't be mad at.
It is good. And just so everybody knows, audio show for drinks we had to pick from Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, Wild Cherry Pepsi, not regular Pepsi, Peach Snapple, and Balls Energy Drink. Oh, and Surge, which is not around anymore.
I remember that. I love the can though. The can looks so cool.
And
Surge.
crushed grape.
Yeah, crushed grape because grape soda is very uncommon. I feel
Grape soda is good.
yeah, it
The
is
problem,
very uncommon nowadays.
my only problem is, like, as a grown-up, it's hard to justify having candy and soda. Like, they just do not go well together.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling a little sickly, picking these things in
But
fantasy.
like,
I'm not gonna eat them.
if you were thinking like you back when you were a kid, you were invincible. You could eat whatever the hell you wanted. It didn't even phase you.
Invincible.
You were like, I remember those nights. You'd be, having like a bag of candy and soda and whatever. It just didn't matter. You felt great the next day.
You eat nuts and crap bolts, man. As a kid. Now,
Yeah.
if I eat like a quarter of a box of hot tamales, I feel it sitting in my stomach like a rock. Like it's all formed one mass and it's there for days.
I think, Don, it's your pick.
Oh, that's right. I'm after Dan. So for drinks, because it's cool and it's not around anymore, and I think I would still pick up a can of it if I saw it today, would be Surge.
I love that can design.
Yeah, I'm picking it strictly off of can design.
I loved it as a kid, and I still love it now. It's so sick looking.
I should have put Tang on here. You guys remember Tang?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude, it's a kick in a glass.
Yeah.
like the drink mix. Start.
So I actually think Steve's got a tough choice here. I know Steve pretty well, and there's two here that I think he's
it's
picking
either
from. But he could surprise.
It's either Dr. Pepper or that Snapple.
Yeah, I'm going with sweet tea.
You going Snapple peach tea?
Yeah, sweet tea, man. That shit is top tier.
Times they are a changing. All right, so those are our picks. You can't see them if you're listening to us, but just to recap, We'll each go around the circle and recap. Let's start with Steve. What do you got, Steve?
All right, I have Final Fantasy IX, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, Street Fighter 3 Alpha, Spyro the Dragon, Final Fantasy Tactics, Crash Team Racing, Mega Man Legends 2, Gummy Bears, and Peach Snapple Iced Tea.
All right, Dan.
Alrighty. So for my games, we got Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Resident Evil 2, Mega Man Legends 1, Suikoden 2, Twisted Metal 2, Mega Man X4, and Mortal Kombat Trilogy. And for my snacks, I have the Reese's Pieces candies, and then for my drink, I have just original Coca-Cola.
Classic Coke, baby.
Yeah, I would have taken Classic Coke.
I've got Final Fantasy VII. I've got Metal Gear Solid. I've got Klonoa. I've got Parappa the Rappa. I've got Crash Bandicoot Warped, the third game. I've got Bloody Roar, and I've got Mega Man 8 for the kids. And my two snacks are the hot tamales. Or my snack is the hot tamales, and my drink is the nostalgic surge. So there should be a link in the description to the survey here. That's not just this. Tell us which person you would rather spend the Christmas vacation with or hanging out with, or which group of games that you'd rather play. Help us settle our dispute. There's going to be a few other disputes on there that are historically Cable Club for you guys to decide and finally end the argument between us three. So keep an eye out for that too. Hopefully I've piqued your interest enough to take a look. And if you're just joining us for the first time today, we don't do these drafts all the time. This has been our first one, but I don't know. Did you guys enjoy it?
Yeah, this was a lot. This was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean, we cover a lot of consoles here, so we might do another one in the future. But typically, we do this thing that we're calling the Retro Game League, where we're inviting people on. They're coming on. They're telling us, essentially their favorite retro games. We talk about it. We trash it sometimes, and we add it to a group of cups that we're calling our league. And at the end of that, once we reach 25 games, we're currently at 20. I think 20, or maybe it's 18. I think it's 18 as of recording of this episode. Once we reach 25, we'll do a vote that's similar to what we're doing here to determine the results. We have prizes. We've got golden cartridges, awesome title belt, that kind of thing. And if you've been listening to us this long, leave us a like or leave us a comment. Why don't you comment? If you're listening to us on a listening platform, just scoot over to YouTube and go to most points in this episode are going to have this list of games up there. Comment and tell us which 7 games you'd be bringing home with that awesome progress report, and which snacks you would want, right? So tell us that too. And you could consider subscribing, get us onto your feed. You could consider joining the Discord, coming hanging out with us and talking about all this great stuff. And I think that's it for our plugs, right? Does it feel like it? What else? Yeah. You can check out our whole backlog. This is episode 51. So we've got 50 other episodes you can listen to, and all of our glory. Don't listen to the first one first. But do go listen to Mega Man X7. I really hated on that one. So I'd just like to take this time to thank our listeners, and especially those that hang out with us in Discord. You guys make it so worth it every week. And our theme music is by Cubby. And the link to his Bandcamp is also below in the description of this video. And we are a self-produced podcast here. We do all of our own graphic design. We do all of our own creation of prizes. We do all of our own editing. So, just 3 pretty talented guys here.
Hell yeah.
So is that it for tonight, guys? Game over?
Game over.
Game over.
May the best man win.